Week 10 starts with a visit to BNE2. It was funny because on Friday I went to Taco Bell and recorded getting a crunch wrap, but I accidentally deleted the footage and didn't show that clip last week. Well, I did order the lawsuit, which, as I've said before, is the BNE2 version of the crunch wrap. And all you need to know is that the BNE2 version is so much better. Melissa got the Bueno Bowl and Alex got the Burrito Dorado.
So what did you think of your bowl?
It was really good. I like the birria and I like the bowl. I'm only eating about half of it because it's really filling, like rice and beans and meat, and so I've gotten it before with different meats and I like this one a lot.
And if you've been around at all, you know we're a fan of the flan, so one is never enough, two's just about right. So this morning, Melissa gave me a nice little suggestion that maybe we should wash the sheets today. And normally she doesn't necessarily just make that suggestion. She just strips the bed and leaves some new sheets for me to put on the bed, and I take care of it. It was awfully nice of her to not do her normal formula and strip the bed since, I was still in it when she left. But I couldn't get past the analogy that her request was very similar to taking the Ents past Isengard. Yeah, when you have an OCD husband that, needs to deal with the linen closet, and the linen closet's an absolute mess.
Yes, come, my friends. Going to war.
So we lead him into battle and take him right past Isengard so that he gets irritated and gets everything nice and cleaned up. Yeah, sorry I didn't take a before shot, but if this is the after, imagine the before. So Melissa's been sending me healthy Instagram stories. Some of them have been interesting, but this one I really didn't think was going to turn out as good as they said in the video. Basically 2 bananas, a cup of peanut butter, a cup of blueberries, and 2 eggs. Mix them all together and pour them into a muffin pan. The video said that they were the best blueberry muffins he'd ever had. Considering how I thought they'd be, they were okay, but not the best I ever had. Betty Crocker still wins. For dinner on Monday, Alex made braised pork belly and an eggplant with a miso glaze. The presentation was really good, but I don't think any of us finished our serving of eggplant. I'm sure there are other recipes out there. This just wasn't it. So last week I mentioned that we're checking out some kidney things in my world, and I had a kidney scan. Everything seemed to have gone really well. She didn't seem surprised by anything, and I guess the one thing that she was surprised by is that she had no issue finding my left kidney. I guess apparently when you have a defunct kidney, it's hard to find with an ultrasound machine, but she was able to find it. She needs to send it to her radiologist, and then the radiologist will contact my nephrologist. Apparently my nephrologist might go to my PCP. I don't know. But hopefully I'll get a straight answer from somebody fairly soon. On Thursday, I went up to hang out with my mom. She was tired, so we didn't do a whole lot, but we did start a puzzle. And I'd kind of knocked out my back a little on Sunday, so I wasn't up for a whole lot of puzzle time either, but I did at least help her finish the border. So I have to laugh that on my drive up on Thursday to see my mom, the air conditioner was on because it's kind of hot outside, and tomorrow we're expecting snow. So yeah, that's Colorado weather for you. And sure enough, we did get the promised weather. In Castle Rock, we got about 3 times the prediction, about 10 inches. We're very grateful for the snow, and it was actually really lovely. Then on Saturday, of course, the snow was over, and as usual, we had a beautiful blue sky day. Like I said, it's Colorado weather.
I just read The Cursed Queen's Daughter by Elly Blake, and it is the second in a series, although it could be read separately from The Forest King's Daughter. This is a story about a Sylvan girl named Thea, or Theodora, and she is pretty strong and wants to be kind of first warrior, first huntsman for the Sylvans. Her dad is the king, and she all of a sudden starts receiving these clothes that magically appear on her hearth. So she can tell there's some magic around them and avoids them for a little while and eventually puts one on. When she puts them on, they take her down into the underworld and she meets the Prince of Shadows. His dad is not nice, and yet she is drawn to the prince. And so a lot of what's going on is her trying to figure out if she can trust him or not. And at the same time, she realizes that her mother, who disappeared 7 years ago, is actually imprisoned in the Shadow World, and the Shadow King has her trapped. And so she's trying to figure out a way to rescue her mom. It was a fun story. I liked it a lot. I felt like, her struggles and her feeling like she was misunderstood was definitely one of those tropes that I feel strongly like it draws me in, and I really enjoyed the story. I felt like it had a good ending, but not so firm of an ending, and it was unexpected. Some of what happened I didn't see coming. So I enjoyed it, and so I'd suggest this series by Elly Blake.
On Saturday, we had tickets to see the Super Carlin Brothers on their Through the Griffin Door tour. Before the show, 10 fans from the area got together with 6 others that came into town for the show. The 16 of us know each other from a Discord chat server, but most of us hadn't met in real life. We got together at the Cheesecake Factory for dinner. We never got a group photo, but all 16 of us are in these clips. We paid a little extra to participate in a meet and greet. We've met Jonathan and Ben at 3 other events before, but this was their first visit to Denver, so we had to support them. Hopefully they'll be back soon. Through the Griffin Door is a podcast where the brothers do a deep dive, chapter by chapter, of the Harry Potter books. Our event was chapter 33 of Order of the Phoenix. So the event itself began with their team, Ethan, Isabel, and Kat, doing a summary of all the other books and the other 32 chapters, and that was really fun. They especially emphasized the last 5 or 6 chapters because they haven't posted those to the channel yet. Alex said this was his favorite part of the night.
She's an evidence-based girly. She is an evidence-based girly, She's amazing claw.
Then there was a trivia game. On the main Super Carlin Brothers channel, they're always playing trivia games, and so it was fun to see it in person. It was probably my favorite part of the night, since I don't actually watch the Through the Griffin Door channel. Again, we were just happy that the tour included Denver.
Okay, so what spell did Lupin use on Peeves when Peeves was sticking a wad of gum in a lock?
Okay, should we do a count of 3? Answer, yeah. Alright, 1, 2, 3.
Waddy wash.
Can you draw a duck?
What are the names of Reg and Mary Catamol's children?
Everyone's pulling these questions.
I said B. I said D.
Ben, you are correct.
So then a short intermission, which was time for Trina to catch up with Ethan, who she had technically worked for a very short spell, so it was fun to see them together again. And then there was the main event. I'll link to the episode when it gets posted, but it'll be about a month and a half since they're just posting chapter 27 tomorrow.
How dare you? I haven't gotten there yet.
I am really sorry.
I so hope that's not true.
That would be devastating.
But you came to the wrong live show.
really, for everybody involved is now like afflicted with the fact that we've contaminated this part of your experience. So this is the part of the show you guys don't normally get to see. We sit down in those cozy leather chairs. We go through a whole bunch of ways of seating, and then.
Welcome, dear listeners. I'm Jonathan Carlin.
And I'm Benjamin Carlin.
And we invite you to join us through the Griffin Door, your one-way ticket to the enchanting world of Harry Potter. So grab your wands and dust off your broomsticks and join us as we unlock the dark corridors inside Order of the Phoenix Chapter 33, Fight and Flight, live in Denver! In fact, she laughs at her own joke there, the great half-breed oath.
It says, it's literally just, she laughed.
She laughed. Well,
It's not very funny.
it's not funny.
Harry felt a strong urge to swing around and seize her by the throat.
You know? By the throat, yeah, Harry's getting... I mean, she just threatened him with the Cruciatus curse.
Well,
Yeah, so it was moments away from doing it.
right, that's true. That's true, yeah. Although I felt like this is where it's kind of like, okay, like, you know, just give it a few minutes because she's about to get hers.
No doubt. Okay, so you guys did give us a good holler, and I do appreciate that. But this is normally the part of the show where I would ask Jay if there's a review. But since we have a live audience, would you guys be willing to let us know how do you think we did? We do okay?